Welcome to Concrete Donkey. I'm Josh Ayres, your host for Dual Emotions, and today we'll be discussing why we want to cover the PlayStation 2 in so much detail. So the point of Dual Emotions is to review every PlayStation 2 game in order of release. Point number one why the PlayStation 2 is still relevant or deserves to be covered is because of its large library. There's more PlayStation 2 games than GameCube and Xbox games combined. That's insane. One of the downsides for having such a massive library is the fact that not all those games are top of the range, but the PlayStation 2, just because of its size and scale, deserves coverage. The PlayStation 2 in many ways is almost like the indie game market nowadays on the PC. Like, there's so many awesome stuff just hidden away, waiting to be found, and that's something I really want to explore. On the negative side, obviously, there's going to be so much shitty shovelware titles to get through, but I think there's some joy to be found in even bad games. Because number two, the other reason we want to cover the PlayStation 2 here at Concrete Donkey is because we all feel so nostalgic about the console. Nothing up until maybe the Wii had such a large install rate across the country. Like, everyone had a PlayStation 2. I mean, sure, people like owned the latest Crash Bandicoot, maybe a FIFA game or something, but it was the fact it was just everywhere. You couldn't escape. We all, whether we like it or not, have nostalgic feelings towards that console. Even for the bad games, like all the really bad, more recent Crash Bandicoot games, for instance, people still feel really nostalgic about them, although Wrath of Cortex is a bad game. Like, seriously, Wrath of Cortex is terrible. Our feelings are so heavily intertwined with the PlayStation 2 that we make these bad games good in our heads. The third reason is that the PlayStation 2 is actually the best-selling console worldwide. The PlayStation 2 sold over 157 million units. Can you even imagine 150 million units? Like, I can't. I guess it's a large number. Point number four, the PlayStation 2 is cheap as chips, essentially speaking. Like, anyone can buy a PlayStation 2 right now, and more than a handful of games for, like, no money whatsoever. I think I brought all the PlayStation 2 games from the year 2000 for like under 50 quid. So if you want to join in with me on this journey, which would be awesome, by the way, you should totally do that. CEX, I would highly recommend if you live in the UK like myself. Otherwise, anywhere which sells cheap games, I guess. eBay, right? Reason number five, the PlayStation 2 still remains highly undocumented, which is, I guess, not surprising because it fell on the cusp between the internet being a large, big deal and it not being, I guess. For the 360, for instance, if I wanted to find reviews for 360 games from its release, it's not a problem. But there's like no PlayStation 2 reviews published online. I want to help document video game history because the PlayStation 2 is important and a big part of it because of its large library and how everyone feels about it. So it feels like someone needs to say something. Well, I'm gonna be that man. So there you have it, the 5 reasons why the PlayStation 2 to me deserves like 15 years worth of content, I guess, because I don't know how long it's going to take us to play every PlayStation 2 game. So keep it tuned to Concrete Donkey, where we'll be giving you all the PlayStation 2 news you want from the year 2000.
Howdy, welcome to SideQuest. This is Josh.
Sup?
And we're going to be playing a game called Horse. And can you tell me what it is?
Horse? I keep putting my hands in front of Deacon's face and he hates it. And if you want to see more of that, make sure you subscribe.
Please.